Hey guys, welcome back to the BNB Chain Club channel. Today our session is about how to issue an NFT on BNB Chain. So in sharing, we will introduce what is NFT, the standard of NFT on blockchain, and also we will introduce about how does NFT store the media, those pictures, videos we saw. And finally, we will use Black IDE to deploy an NFT on BNB Chain, which borrow the image of Binance Soulbound token. Okay, let's start. So NFT stands for non-fungible token. On BNB Smart Chain, cryptos are fungible token, which following BEP20 standard. On Ethereum, it's ERC20. A non-fungible token is an unique digital identifier that cannot be copied, substituted, or subdivided, that is recorded in a blockchain, and that is used to certify authenticity and ownership. The ownership of an NFT is recorded in the blockchain and can be transferred by the owner, allowing NFTs to be sold and traded. Next is BEP 721. BEP 721 is a BNB Smart Chain token standard that allows for the creation of non-fungible tokens. It's an extension of Ethereum's ERC 721, one of the most commonly used NFT standards, and is compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine. Each NFT is unique and is not interchanged by any other token. BEP 721 tokens allow you to tokenize the ownership of data and attach to it a unique identifier. This aspect makes the token one of a kind and vastly different from BEP20 tokens. With BEP20, developers can create multiple identical tokens within one smart contract. However, with BEP 721, each token is assigned a different token ID. If you are more interested, you can click on this link to learn more. The next one is IERC 721 and IERC 721 metadata. So IERC 721 is the interface definition present in the Open Sibling library. The contract defines all basic events and functions that the ERC 721 NFT standard constitutes. IERC 721 metadata is the optional extension that adds name, symbol, and token URI, almost always included. So in IERC 721, there are 3 events and 9 methods. The events are transfer, approval, approval for all. It's quite similar to IERC 20. And for the functions, we have balance of, owner of, and safe transfer from, approve, set approved for all, get approved, and is approved for all. If you are familiar with IERC 20, you may notice that there's an extra function called safe transfer from. So safe transfer from will add an extra check to make sure that the address to which is receiving this NFT is a address that is allowed to. So because some smart contract, they are not able to receive the NFT. So safe transfer from can prevent that. Prevent you sending an NFT to a smart contract that is not able to retrieve it back. Okay, in IERC 721 metadata, there are 3 methods. quite simple. Name, symbol, and token URI. Especially the token URI will return the metadata of the certain NFT. And in the metadata, there are usually a link, either maybe an image or maybe a video, which is representing this NFT. We will introduce more later. So let's take a look at the ERC 721, how open sibling realized that one. So here we can see ERC 721 is inheriting from ERC 721 and ERC 721 metadata. So if you take a look at the smart contract, it's quite simple. For each of the functions, it's not hard to understand. You can read the source code by yourself. Especially the token URI one is actually returning the base URI, where the base URI is a link including the metadata of the NFT. Okay, the rest of them are realizing the functions we mentioned above. Okay, now let's take a look at how we get the media of an NFT. I'll use the CR7 collection on Binance NFT. So here in the CR7 NFT collections, you can see each of them is having either a picture, okay, but if you open it, it will also becomes a video. So how does Binance NFT get this media link from the metadata? Let's have a try by ourselves. So I will use this one as an example. You can see under the detail, it is including the contract address of this NFT and also the token ID of it. Different token ID representing different NFT. So we open the contract address in the BABT scan, also copy the token ID. Okay, and then you can see the tracker is the CR7 NFT collection. Under the contract tab, clicking on read contract, we're able to see the method called token URI. Open it, input the token ID we just copied. Click on query, it returns a link. Let's copy it. Put it into the browser. Okay, we see some metadata information, including image, name, description, and extent info. Let's open the image first. Yes, this is the image we saw on the Binance NFT here. Okay, and then let's take a look at the video. Copy it. Alright, get the video as well. So Binance NFT, how Binance NFT get this information? It query this token ID method, token URI method of this smart contract and get the metadata. Then pass the information to get the image link and video link, and then display on the website. Also put the video link here. Okay, we have seen an example, and there's actually several different types seven different types of ways to store the NFT metadata and media. Let's have a look. So the first one is on the blockchain. Actually, there's no storage of the media. So the example I'll use is CryptoPunks. I think if you are familiar with NFT, you should have heard this famous NFT. Okay, so here's the official website of it. If you scroll down a bit, you can see a very large image here. Let's click a random one. Okay, let's wait for it to be loaded. Okay, and what about this one? Punk 4534. Okay, let's go back. So simply on the blockchain, it only store the token ID, which is 4534. In order to get the NFT, your website, if you, let's take an example. If you are going to make this NFT tradable on a website, if you are want to get the image of it, you have to refer to this image on their official website and then get the image of it. So this is a quite old way to do that. It's a obsolete solution. Most recent projects were not using this way anymore. Okay. The second way is the image is stored on chain itself. So here is a example project. You can see the image displayed here. Okay, but stored on chain for this kind of way, it will store the media on the metadata and the media on chain forever with text that could generate images. But this is quite expensive because on chain storage cost is quite high and monotonous because the image is generating from the text, so it only can display this kind of black and white images. If you query a token and check the token URI, you can see actually it is putting like this way, so it will generate the render the image by using this string. This is also not a popular solution. The third one is centralized storage, just like what we have seen for CR7. It is giving you a metadata storing on the traditional Web2 link, Web2 server. Another example is the Binance account binding token. Okay, here I've already prepared the contract address of Binance account bound token, and we are going to check the token URI again. Let's have a look on this one, 6484, and query, and then return you also a Web2 server link. Take a look at the link. Similar to what we saw for the CR7 one, there's an image of it. It's a GIF. And we open the GIF, take a look. Here we go. If you are having a Binance account bound token, you will be able to see this one in your, I think in the mobile app as well. Okay, the problem with this kind of centralized storage is that if the server that holding the metadata as well as the media is shut down, then those information cannot be queried anymore unless that server come back online again. So that's a problem for this kind of centralized storage. But it's easy to use, easy to maintain. You just need a server storing those information and keep it running. Okay, the last one is the decentralized storage. The example I use here is the famous Bored Ape Yacht Club. It was using decentralized storage like IPFS. Okay, let's have a look at this one on the Etherscan. Okay. Again, we zoom in. Again, we take a look at the contract. Read contract. Find the token URI method, because most of the NFT they will follow the either ERC 721 or BEP 721 standard. So these methods you should be easily to find them. For example, I chose the token number 1. You see, it gives you an IPFS link. So this kind of link, it cannot be opened in Chrome, but can be opened in Brave. So I suggest you to use Brave to check this link. Here we are. Okay, we can see the metadata information again, and also the image stored on the IPFS server. Here we go. The ape picture. Again, the benefits of decentralized storage is that you don't need to worry about a centralized server. You don't need to maintain a centralized server. You just upload your data, your image, onto the decentralized storage solutions like IPFS. As long as IPFS has nodes running, anyone can query this information at any time. Okay, that's the current solutions for how NFT store the metadata and media. And next, let's try it by ourselves. We are going to use the Black IDE online version and also the open sibling ERC 721 smart contract, the Brave browser, BSC scan browser. Finally, in order to check and view the NFT we issued, we mint, we need to use the mobile version because the browser extension version so far is not supporting to display an NFT under a wallet. Okay, let's start. So in below steps, we will issue a very simple NFT called BNB Chain Club Bound Token, BCCBT, on BNB Smart Chain Testnet with a very cheap mint fee. And we borrow the Binance account bound token image just for illustration. Okay. The source code just implements several necessary methods. In general, contract code from other projects, it will contain more methods. Okay. So let's go to Black IDE. Make the window smaller. Let's create a project. Give a name like BCCBT. Choose the template to ERC21 and create. Here we are. Open the contracts folder. Let's remove the old one and then create a new one called BCCBT.solidity. Open it. Then I have prepared a source code here, which you can simply copy and paste. So here I want to highlight that I'm reusing the ERC721 from OpenSibling. Also, I have specified the token URI initially using the BABT metadata. Okay. Also, you can see the mint price .0005 BNB here, and in the constructor of the smart contract, the counter is starting from number 1 instead of 0. And also in the token URI, it will return the base. Sorry for that. Let me refresh. Seems I didn't save it. Let me save it again. Okay, and then we will use the SafeMint function to send some BNB into it, then get our NFT. Okay. Next, change your Solidity compiler version to .8.4. And then go to the config.json, something which is simply changed to BCCBT, as well as this one. Okay, no need other changes. Then let's build. Okay, so we can see our ABI is generated here, including all the other smart contracts we inherited. Then let's deploy to the testnet, choosing the BCCBT JSON, which is the ABI file of our smart contract. Estimate and deploy, then deploy. Approving the MetaMask. And wait it to be confirmed on the blockchain. And soon we should able to see a pop-up like this. What we need to do is to make a record of the contract address we will use later. So on the MetaMask mobile version, we will need to import this contract here. So let me copy it. Take a note somewhere. Okay, let's continue. So in the black ID, you can simply go to the sorry. Let's open the transaction again and then choose the contract. Here, it will bring you to the interaction page. And here we are going to choose the Safe Mint and input the BNB as the mint fee. The NFT is issued or minted to my address. Oh, get a signer. Okay, then let's mint it, our first NFT for this contract. So I'm going to pay the mint fee as well as the gas fee together. You could also click on this transaction, will bring you to the testnet BSC scan. It's actually confirmed. Okay. So here, let's use the owner of function and input the token ID number 1 to check if we are the owner of this NFT. Yes, this is my address starting with 675. Okay, but if you correct number 2, should not be anything. See, because invalid token ID, this token is not yet minted. Okay, the next step is to check the NFT in our MetaMask wallet, and I'll use the mobile version. So let me cast my phone screen onto the computer. Just a second. Okay, so now I'm mirroring my mobile phone to the screen, and here is my MetaMask mobile. I'm choosing, the network is choosing BNB Smart Chain Testnet, and if we want to import an NFT we have, click on the NFTs tab and import NFTs. Paste the smart contract address we just deployed, choose ID number 1, and then click on import. Here we go. So we saw this BNB Chain Club bound token, and image is loaded. So this NFT is belong to me now. But the interesting thing is if you click on the detail of this NFT, you will still see the name is called BABT and description is Binance Account Bound Token. The main reason is in the metadata information. As I said, I'm still using the original BABT metadata information. Okay, that's it. That's pretty much everything for today's sharing. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye.